Hello students, today this is the first video regarding class 11, and since this is the first video regarding class 11, that's why I have picked up the most interesting and important chapter of class 11, that is trigonometric functions. Why is it interesting? It is very interesting chapter. I can give you the guarantee that after learning this chapter you will enjoy this chapter, enjoy these trigonometric functions, this part. Okay, so this chapter is very interesting because you see up to class 10 you have some boundary. Okay, that is up to class 10 you have learned the values of only 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree, 45 degree, all these. Okay, so up to class 10 you have to learn only these angles. 0 degree is also there. Okay, so these 5 angles only you have learned. But now in class 11 there is no boundary. Okay, you can easily find out the values of any angle, any degree, and that is all about these trigonometric functions. In this chapter there is no boundary. You can easily find any angle, whatever may be the angle, maybe the degrees given to you, you can easily find, and there is no need to remember that values. Okay, the angles can be 400, 330, 310, 110. Okay, there is no boundary. Whatever may be the angles given to you, you can easily find, and there is no need to remember the values. You can find by your own way. Okay, but before that you have to learn a technique. That is, in this chapter you have to learn a technique, so that by applying this technique you can easily find out any values given to you. So let's start. Okay, now see, in class 10 you have learned already these complementary pairs. Okay, so you have to apply these ideas. That's why I have written here. Now see, I have drawn a graph, or a rough graph, with their 4 quadrants. See, this is the first quadrant, this is the second, this is the third quadrant, and this is the fourth quadrant. Okay, now see very properly. See, this angle is 90 degree, you all know. So you can write here 90 degree. Here it is 90 into 2, that is 180 degree. In this part it is 270 degree, and here it will be 90 into 4, that is 360 degree. Okay, now see, you can define this first quadrant as, see, this is 90 degree. Okay, so since it is 90 degree here, so you can define this first quadrant as 90 degree minus theta, or above 360 degree, so 360 degree plus theta. You can define it by these two ways. Now see the second quadrant. See, in this second quadrant it includes only 90 degree, and in this second quadrant is between 90 degree and 180 degree. So here this second quadrant, you can define this second quadrant by two ways. The first is 90 degree plus theta, and this is above 180 degree. Okay, so 180 degree minus theta. Now see this third quadrant. The third quadrant is between 180 degree and 270 degree. See, in this quadrant this is 180 degree plus theta, so you can define it by 180 degree plus theta, and since there is 270 degree, so you can define it also by 270 degree minus theta. Why 270 degree minus? Because this is 270, so here obviously this will be 270 minus, and here easily we are crossing the 180 degree, so we can define it by 180 degree plus theta. Similarly, in the case of fourth quadrant, the fourth quadrant is between 360 degree and 270 degree. You have already crossed this 270 degree part, so you can define this fourth quadrant as 270 degree plus theta and 360 degree minus theta. So we can define all these 4 quadrants by this way. Now see why I am showing to you all this, because see the chapter name is trigonometric functions. Up to class 10 you have already learned about the trigonometric ratios, but here you have to learn about the trigonometric functions. And when you are going to learn about the trigonometric functions, then you have to know these concepts of these four quadrants and all this about the graphs. Okay, now see the relation between these trigonometric functions and the graphs. See, this is the most interesting part. Okay, now see this graph. See, this is the first quadrant, this is the second, this is the third, and this is the fourth. Now see, we all know that first quadrant contains all the positive values. See, here I have written already plus plus. So this first quadrant, see, this first quadrant will include all the trigonometric ratios or all the trigonometric functions. All means sine, cos, tan, sec, cosec, cot. Okay, all the trigonometric functions will be included in this first quadrant. Now see the second quadrant. The second quadrant is only of sine. Sine means sine and reciprocal of sine, that means cosec. Okay, so in this second quadrant only sine and cosec, these two functions are only positive. Okay, now see in the third quadrant is the quadrant of this tan function. So only tan and reciprocal of tan, that is cot, will be here positive. If other angles fall on this quadrant, on this third quadrant, then the function will be negative, will become negative. And see the last, this is the fourth quadrant, and this fourth quadrant will only include the cos function. Cos means sec, the reciprocal of cos is sec, you know. So this will only include this cos function. Only cos function and sec function will be positive in this fourth quadrant, and any other function in except cos and sec in this fourth quadrant will be negative. Okay, see, this is the quadrant of all the trigonometric functions, sine, cos, tan, cot. But in the second, for the second, see here, since here all the trigonometric ratios or all the trigonometric functions will be included in this first quadrant, so all the function will be positive here. Second quadrant will only include the sine function, so only sine and cosec function will be positive. Any other function except sine will be negative here. Similarly, in the case of third quadrant and fourth quadrant, third quadrant will only include the tan function. Okay, always include the tan function, so only tan and cot function will be positive in third quadrant. Any other trigonometric ratios or function, if fall in third quadrant, then this will become negative. In the fourth quadrant also, the fourth quadrant is the quadrant of cos function, so only cos and sec function will be positive here, other function will be negative. Okay, now see, the name of the chapter is trigonometric functions. Okay, I think when you will know about the function, then it will be more clear to you. But for this time you learn that these all are even function. Okay, see, only cos minus theta and sec minus theta, that is the reciprocal of this cos, will be, see, if there is given cos minus theta, then this will be positive, that is cos theta. If similarly for the case of sec minus theta, which will be sec theta, and another ratios will be same, that is sine minus theta means minus sine theta, tan minus theta means minus tan theta, cot minus theta means minus cot theta, cosec minus theta means minus cosec theta. Only for the cos and sec function, these two function will be positive, as cos function and sec function is even function. When you will read the chapter function, then it will be very clear to you. But in this moment, please remember all this. Okay, I think you have understood. So all these concepts you have to apply in this technique. Now see, I have already told you that you are going to cross this boundary. Okay, there will be many angles, whatever may be the angles. Okay, you have to find. Now see, for this whatever may be the angle given to you, you have to write the angle in this format. See, 90 into n plus minus theta. Theta may be any angle, okay, it may be 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, that you have to learn in class 10, the 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree, okay. So theta may be any angle, but you have to write the angle, okay, in this format, that is 90 into n. 90 into, it may be 90 into 1, 90 into 2, 90 into 4, 90 into 9, 90 into 100, whatever may be the value, may be the degree, you have to write in this format. You have to follow this format, that is 90 into n plus minus theta. Now see, if the n is odd, then trigonometric ratio changes to its complement. The mother function which will be given to you, you have to change it to its complement. If n is given odd, that is 1, 3, 5, and if n is given even number, that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. If n is even, then the trigonometric ratios remain same. The mother function which will be given to you remain same. But if n is odd, then the ratio will change to its complement. And if n is given even number, okay, then the ratio remains same, the mother function remains same. Suppose you see it is given sine 90 degree plus theta is equals to cos theta. How? You see, we can write it as sine 90 degree into 1 plus theta. See, sine 90 degree into 1 plus theta. Now see, sine 90 degree into 1 means here, this is the 90 degree and plus theta. It means the angle falls in second quadrant, okay. Now you see, you have to first determine the function, in which function you have to write the answer, and for that reason you have to see the n, whether n is given odd or even. See here, you can see here that 90 into 1 is here, so 1 is odd number, so trigonometric ratio, this mother function, change to its complement, that is cos theta will be your answer. Now you see, after writing this, you have to determine the sign, that is whether it will be in positive or negative, and for that reason you see the angle is falling 90 degree into 1 plus theta. The angle is falling in this quadrant, this second quadrant, and the second quadrant is of which function? Sine function. See, you have to always see the mother function, okay. Mother function is very important. See, the mother function is given to, that is sine, so, and the second quadrant is also consist of sine function, so this will be positive, that is sine 90 plus theta will be cos theta. This is one small example. Let's see with another example, then it will be very clear to you. Only you have to keep all these concepts in your mind, then you have to apply the technique. Now see, the another example is given, that is cos minus 480 degree. You have to find the value of cos minus 480 degree. Now see, I have already told you here that cos minus theta equals to cos theta, so cos minus 480 degree will be equals to cos 480 degree. Now you have to write this, you have to expand this angle in the format I have given to you. See, 90 into n plus minus theta, so split it, 480 degree is given to you. So see, we all know that 90 into 5, 450 degree, so we can write it as 90 into 5, that is 450 degree plus 30 degree. Okay, you have to expand this angle in this format. Now see, I have expanded already, that is 90 into 5, 450 degree plus 30 degree. Now see, I have already told you that first you have to determine the function, in which function you have to write the answer. For that reason you have to determine the n. See here, n is 5, that is n is odd, and if n is odd, trigonometric ratio changes to its complement, so cos will change to its complement, that is sine. So the function will be sine function, the answer in the sine function, that is sine 30 degree. Now we have to determine the sign, whether it will be positive or negative. For that reason you have to see this in the format of graph. See, 90 into 5 plus 30 degree. See in the graph, 90 into 5 means 90, 90 into 2, 90 into 3, 90 into 4, 90 into 5 plus means this is the second quadrant. So this angle which we are finding now, this comes in the second quadrant, and we all know that second quadrant is the function is contains the function that is the sine function. And see here you have to see the mother function. See this angle comes in the second quadrant is 90 into 5 plus 30 degree, and second quadrant is of sine function, but here the mother function is cos, so the sine will be here negative. You have to always see the mother function which is given to it is given cos, so here is given sine. This quadrant is of sine function, but the mother function is given to cos, so this will be minus sine 30 degree, so the answer will be minus half. In this way you have to solve. Next you have to find the value of tan 315 degree. Now you can find it in two ways. Okay, you can find the value of this tan 315 degree by two ways. You have to do only one, but I am showing you both the ways so that it will be very clear to you. Suppose you see here is given tan 315 degree. First you have to expand this angle. Okay, expand this angle, this 315 degree. So you can write 90 into what? 90 into 4. We all know that 90 into 4 is 360 degree. So 90 into 4 minus 45 degree will be 315 degree. Or you can also define this angle as 90 into 3 plus 45 degree. 90 into 3 means 270 degree, and 270 degree plus 45 degree means 350. So you can define it by both the ways. Okay, you can go for any method, by you can do by this way or by this way, it's your choice, but I am showing you both the ways so that it will be very clear to you. So see, you can expand this 315 degree by in this way 90 into 3 plus 45, or you can expand it by 90 into 4 minus 45. The calculation will be same. Now see, I have already told you that first you have to expand, then you have to determine the function that you have to write in the answer. Okay, now see, it is given 90 into 4. You have written it 90 into 4, and even means same. So the tan is given to you, and the answer will be also in the tan function, that is tan 45 degree. Now you have to determine the sine. What will be the sine? See here, 90 into 4 minus 45 degree. 90 into 4 minus 48, that is 90, 90 into 2, 90 into 3, 90 into 4 minus. It means this angle, this function falls in this fourth quadrant, and we all know that fourth quadrant only contains the cos function, but here the mother function is tan, so the sign will be negative, so the answer will be minus 1. See, this is how to solve this. In the other way, you see, you have written it 90 degree into 3 plus 45 degree. 90 degree into 3. First you have to expand the angle, then you have to determine the function which you have to write in the answer. See here, 90 into 3 is odd, so trigonometric ratio will change to its complement, that is this will be the answer will be in cot function, cot 45 degree. Now you see, you have to determine the sine. Okay, now see, 90 into 3 plus 45 degree. See, 90 into 1, 90 into 2, 90 into 3 plus 45. This is also falls in cos function, but mother function is tan, so the sign will be negative and the answer will be minus 1. See, in both the method the answer came same, but the procedure is different. You can go for any method. Okay, you can define it by any way, 90 into 4 minus 45 degree or 90 into 3 plus 45. It's your own choice, but I am showing you both the ways so that you can easily clear out your doubts. So see, only you have to know all these concepts, and you have to keep all these concepts in your mind. Otherwise, see, this chapter is very interesting. See, you can find any angle, whatever may be the angle. First step, you have to only expand the angle. Then the second step is you have to determine the function which you will have to write in the answer, then the sign. In this way you have to do. In the next video there will be more sums based on this chapter, based on this part. So today up to this, practice properly. This chapter is very interesting. Now there is no need to remember the values. You can easily find any degree, any value. So today up to this.